what do you mean it's done? He said, yeah, it's done. That thing is amazing.
Mike's gonna be in the middle. Gab's in the middle.
Jennifer was doing some digging underneath the boat.
Well, guys, this is it. I'm done.
A couple of months ago, Pierre started working on the electric motor mount while waiting for parts for the keel.
So I guess before cutting the steel to make the engine mount, I'm gonna make it out of wood, cheap plywood. So I have a good idea of where it sits, do the final measurement, make sure we don't have, there's still lots of adjustment on the motor mount, but I don't want to be playing too much with it. So we're gonna try to make it as close as possible to the original size or the location where it's supposed to be. Then we'll have final adjustment like tweeting it. So that's what I'll be doing this afternoon, I guess.
Tweeting or tweaking?
Tweaking. Anyway, I'll be doing something.
The electric motor is not heavy by any means. It is only 165 pounds, so quite lighter than a diesel engine. But because of the risk of dropping the motor while lifting it on the boat, if we would just be the two of us, we asked a few friends if they could give us a hand. We were much grateful to Noel, Dave, and Glenn for their time and sweat. Everything on a boat needs to have at least two purposes. It's the same with our shelter. It's an extra tool we often use to hoist material and equipment. Using a hand chain hoist and a come along or a lever chain hoist, we managed to bring the motor down, then aft, and lower it on the brackets. As you will see, the mount was about 2 inches too high. This is why it was so important to do a dry fit. We also decided to widen a little bit more the space between the two brackets to prevent any possibility of electrical cable rubbing against the mount.
Nice patchouli. Ready to
Pack and double check distance, angle.
We again dry fit the motor, and this time it was a perfect match. There was some paint that needed to be removed because it never cured. I did scraping. It did remove part of it, but it was more like if I was pushing that paint and it was rolling and spreading. When I touch it with my fingers, it's sticky. You can see my fingerprint on the paint still. I tried with acetone. I tried with WD-40 brake cleaner. Nothing worked. Then Pierre had that idea. Said, why don't we try Sanzo? Sanzo means waterless. It's made in Quebec City. It's biodegradable, friendly for the environment. I think there's only 4 or 5 ingredients. Anyway, that thing is amazing. It works so good. So I'm going to show you. I did pretty much 3/4, a little bit more than 3/4 of the hatch right now, but I'm going to show you how easy it is. So I just sprayed some Sanzo liquid on a piece of cloth. It's hard doing it just with one end. And see, just removes it so easily. The only thing, because it's very tacky, so you need to keep changing like location on your cloth, because otherwise you're trying to rub it with the old paint on it. So just make sure to have the liquid that's in contact with the surface. And here you go. See, nothing left compared to that. It was another beautiful, sunny, hot, and humid day. On the agenda, we had a Zoom call with our yacht designer Steve and Jeff, our sailmaker representative. It was also the day the keel was going to be dropped down inside the boat. And it was going to come from above. Well, the keel is in, and even the tarp on the shelter is back. So we have no footage of it. And why? It's because when the Zoom Boom arrived, we were on a virtual meeting with the sailmaker and our yacht designer, Steve. So we were on the meeting, Zoom Boom and the team arrived, and Pierre said, you're fine, just keep going with the meeting. And maybe in 10-15 minutes from now, I'm going to get you. And then we're going to put the keel down into the boat. So I kept going on our meeting, and as we were just finishing, maybe 10 minutes after Pierre left, Pierre came back and he said, well, it's done. I said, what do you mean it's done? He said, yeah, it's done. It took like 10 minutes. And the guys needed to go back to their other job. So yeah, so I totally missed it. Let me try to explain this. Here you can see the keel. It was dropped into place, but at this point we didn't want to have it completely down, as there was some work left to be done, which we will explain shortly. We use a zoom boom or a telehandler, like this one. With the keel hanging under the fork, the boom was lifted above the shelter structure. Then using a chain hoist, it was lowered down into the slot we kept open on the deck just for that.
So just an explanation of why we're doing it right now. So we had the crane scheduled for Wednesday. No, actually, not the crane. We use a Zoom boom to install the keel, but we didn't get the UHMW until Friday. So we had no choice. Everything was booked. So we decided to drop the keel in, and we're doing the UHM like this. It takes a little longer, but still something had to be done. And I didn't want to cancel the crane or the Zoom boom. And also we had people. We had people from Trademark, friends that came over to help us. So it had to be done, and it's done. Another thing, so as you can see, the keel is sitting on a block right now. It's just because we're not finished doing all the prep for the UHMW. and I wanted to have more room. So we left the top open. We have a chain block on top, and this is what we're using right now to bring the keel up and down until all the rigging is properly done. It's gonna be built underneath the tabernacle. So right now, all we're using is just two pieces of steel. We put some support on each side of the keel, and that's it. That's how it's gonna work.
With the lifting keel now in, it made it a bit more complex to work in the keel box and to install the UHMW. There was also the stoppers to be installed. As you have probably noticed from the images, the keel box is not completely painted. We will tackle this task once we have received our paint and anti-fouling order. So we have a rabbit nest in the straw that we install under the shelter. So the babies now are starting to open their eyes slowly. That's the small babies. Look at that. They're so damn cute. We have to watch out because Jasmine, she still can go into the rabbit nest and most likely kill the babies, so we make sure she stays away. We wanted to lower the keel all the way down just to make sure she would be sliding without any issue. You have to remember that we built the keel out of our garage without proper equipment, and we had to be very creative. If you missed this episode, I will put the link in the description below. So before lowering the keel all the way down, we needed to make some room under the boat, and this was my task. It's a later start than expected this morning, just because Jasmine haven't felt ready herself for the last couple of days. It's very hot outside, but I don't know, she seemed very off, and we were able to get an appointment for her to have some blood work test done at the vet. So that's what we did, and that's why I did not start digging earlier. So now that's where I'm going. I'm hitting the big stone and the harder part, so that makes it a little bit more difficult, but it is what it is. I'm finally done with the stone. Now I'm down to clay, so we'll see how it goes. By the way, very convenient to have a steel boat and a magnetic light.
What a day. Today we worked on Jennifer, who was doing some digging underneath the boat so we can lower the keel, making sure that it goes all the way to stopper. And I started making the window frame while we're waiting for parts for the hardware for the keel itself, the pulley system. It should be in Monday or Wednesday. So I decided to start by doing the window frame. So we need a 2-inch material, and then it's going to be grinded. The inside is using the router, so we make the shape of the window, then it sits in there. So far we have 3 completed and 3 on the go. So slowly going along, but it's pretty tough today. Hot, humid, it's the shit. Oh, can't say shit, eh? Oh, that's shit.
Day 2 of digging. So yesterday I did about 5 hours. It was quite hot, but I managed to do just, I think, shy of 20 inches. Yeah, about. Some places maybe 18, some 20. But I stopped around 5 o'clock and I made a very strange discovery. I did not expect that. So what I discovered is this here. So this is creosote. I'm not sure how to pronounce that word in English. It's the same in French. I'm going to subtitle myself. There was a very strange smell when I got to this. There's more into the pit. So what I'll do is I'm going to put every pieces in that bucket so we can dispose of it the right way. And I'm going to wear my mask, breathing mask, just because it's stuck. Well, it's toxic, so. And still wear my glove also. So anyway, that's the plan.
Well, guys, this is it. It's done. I'm very happy. Wait, I'll show you what it looks like. Quite big. Done.
The next day, we tried to lower the keel all the way down. So we made the test. And it did work. We have accomplished a lot this month.
Yeah.
And there's a lot we started also behind the scene. We said it before, but we want to say it again. It takes a village to build a boat. And there's many people we haven't acknowledged yet, and we want to mention them. Those people are all people that played a role lately into our crazy project.
Okay, I want to start by thanking the boys for that trademark. They were helping a lot, not only in the physical part, but also coming up with different solution, like smart solution to problem that we've got. So I want to thank Noel, Mike, Glenn, Dave. I want to make sure I don't forget anybody. Also, I'd like to thank GBR, Coleman, and Tony,
And Casey.
and all everybody at GBR that giving us the opportunity to use the zoom boom in order to put our keel in, because the keel is pretty heavy. It was a long reach, so thank you very much to GBR.
There's also Pete at Tiller Marine. All his like the worth of knowledge he has into the paint and
solution. Always, this is the cheapest way to do it. I would do it. He always come up with a solution. Every time he's been in the maritime environment for a long time, so he's got different solution to different problem. Actually, it's not a problem for him, it's a problem for us.
Also, Terry, Pauline, Lisa, and Jim, always there to help us, give us an hand. Steve Killings. So Steve is our yak designer based in Midland on Georgian Bay here in Ontario. He has a lot of knowledge, a lot of background. He's really more into racing yacht, but he does take some very odd project like ours. And so
Who knows, maybe our boat's going to be a racing boat at one point. Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, so thank you, Steve, for your trust
Yeah.
into our project. Jeff at
Jeff,
North Sales. Yeah, you've been into a lot of Zoom meetings so far, and coming up, and we've met with them also before, Clacco Spar, based in Oakville, so they're going to do all the spars, so the rigging. There's also Walter at Remarine. So we met Walter at the Toronto Boat Show in January. Again, word of knowledge and
finding solution for a project that is not like their average project that they work on normally. So he came up with solution. So it really nice knowing that we have people behind us like that are helping.
People we've been working with so far, they're able to put themselves in our shoes and truly understand what we're trying to achieve. And that makes such a big difference.
Taking everything in consideration, what we need, but also the budget. So we're not going crazy on the budget. We're trying to stick it to very, very tight budget. So finding a solution to a problem. If we had money, it wouldn't be a problem. But since we don't have any money, we're trying to make it happen with as little as possible. So these guys are all there helping us so we can achieve our goal.
And they're just cheering for us. It means so much. And of course, you guys. So if you were not watching those videos, well, I guess we would just not make them. With that being said, we hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give us a thumbs up. It'll truly encourage us to keep going. And I think that's it for now.
See you in a month.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.